Hey, ladies and gents, this is Louis here with a Cosmic Legions review of Vorgga. Vorgga. Here's a digital rendering on the side of the packaging. Here is the art by Nate Barch inside that makes it look like a cell. Here is the information on Havalkatar Book 1. You can pause that and read it yourself if you'd like. Here's the cross-cell on the back with all the figures that are available. And here is Vorgga's bio. It says, Vorgga, blood-soaked and deadly, the lowermost ring of prison cells in Havalkatar, is not so affectionately known as the Grave Ring. This dreaded block of cells is known for housing the roughest and most disruptive inmates in the prison. This is where you will find Vorgga. As a former edge hounder, a highly trained special ops division of the policing force known as the Interorbital Perimeter Guard, Vorgga's skill set and attitude have earned her the reputation as one of Havalkatar's most dangerous residents. Despite her tough demeanor, her warm personality and unyielding sense of honor prompt others to align with her whenever possible. And here she is, Vorgga. She is something new and unique in Cosmic. Also, if you collected Mythic Legions before starting your Cosmic Legion collection, her body is something new and unique there because it's a sort of heavier buck. One of the complaints that some people had about the 2.0 female bucks in the Mythic Legions line was that they could sometimes have trouble standing, either because their bodies were too slight or their feet were too small or for whatever reason, or their joints were loose. But this is a brawny, beefy, kind of a 1.0 type body for a female in Cosmic Legions, and it opens up all kinds of different possibilities. She's a heavy gunner, so she's heavily armored. She's got this rail gun here, and she has a, look at this. It's a really, really cool ammunition belt that just sort of plugs into her backpack there. So I don't know what sort of heavy gunner, what sort of projectile she shoots, but obviously there is this very, very cool weapons belt there, and of the backpack and the pauldrons, all of these being unique parts unique to her. Another cool thing is that she has a tattoo. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit of shine there, but it looks like some sort of alien wolf or some sort of fierce creature there adorning the side of her arm. And as you can see, she has arms that are muscular and heavily muscled, so she's not quite as slim as all the females that we've seen in Mythic or Cosmic so far, but it's not as heavily muscled as, say, the roided out physiques of the barbarians in Mythic Legions, where they're just gigantic, exaggerated muscles. But if you like your women strong, Vorgga is the one for you. Then she has the female chest piece, so the armor is there, and you can tell that she's mammalian by that. She comes with two heads, and they both have this top knot. One of them has a respirator type device in the front. It's really detailed. Everybody, I think, loves heavy gunners, especially after watching Mandalorian and getting to see that in sort of the sci-fi space realm. I think that the heavy gunner is one of the coolest, folks on the infantry. Super Dad 2 was one of those in real life in the Marines. And, you know, so this looks like it could be easily be like a 50 caliber machine gun that she's holding. And the fact that it's a female that's the heavy gunner makes it especially cool, I think. I really like the styling on the weapon. I'm going to take that off here so we can take a closer look at it for a second. But as you can see, she can hold it naturally, and since it is such a heavy gun, it's not something that she's going to be able to wield with just one hand, right? And then the other thing about that is you're provided with multiple hands. Again, carrying on the new Cosmic Legion's tradition of giving us gripping hands that have different ranges of motion, because the peg and the swivel there allow the character to, one of them allows it to go like this, right? That wrist action, and the other one allows this wrist action. So you can swap them out depending on what you want her to do. And there's 4 hands specifically for that purpose. Let's take a look at the gun here. A lot of nice paint on that. The little metallic silver on the rivets really pops, and then you have the black on the rubber handle, and then this sort of color there. The other thing is that the front of the weapon pops out, and you can interchange that with the Havalkatar Oleg Thygar weaponry, and that makes, that kind of looks like, I don't know if it's a weapon or if it's a jackhammer or what, but that provides some options there. And over here, you know, a touch of red there. The weapons belt, right, that feeds the bullets in there is really, really flexible, so you can sort of pop that in different directions. You've already seen the way that I've done it, but that comes off as well, so you don't need to have the weapons belt on there if you don't want to, but that's really nicely sculpted and eminently flexible. So however you want to configure that on her is going to work for you. So let me pop this head off of her. This is the head that comes with the respirator, and the neck just popped off, so I'm gonna pop that neck back on there. I like these nice little touches, this airbrushing that provides shading around the muscles there, and two-tone on the arms and two-tone on the neck, because it just, the hand popped off there. It just, you know, gives it an air of realism. And this is the first figure that I know of with tattoo and body art. If you wanted tattoos before this, you had to hire somebody like David Williams to paint them on your figures. David Williams from Tucson, Arizona is a tattoo artist, and he is also a Mythic Legion's customizer. So he does amazing tattoo designs and amazing tattoos, and he's done some for people in the community for their action figures, like actually painted up tattoos. It's really cool. But this one comes with their own tattoo. There you get to see her beautiful face. Unlike Zirian, this respirator on this second head does not detach, right? And I'm checking the top knot. I don't believe that detaches either. So this is basically the same head, but one has a respirator and one doesn't. So depending on what atmosphere she is, you can see she's got that elongated skull head, and then these touches of blue, and these 3 different color tones on her face, and those blue eyes really pop as well, making her look really, really alien and really beautiful at the same time. You can also configure her, I guess. I don't know why you would do this, but you can take off her backpack. It's a really nice coppery metallic there, and it's really complemented by this turquoise here. So you, just like any other figures in the Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions line, you just can, you know, you can have one pauldron. There she's showing off the guns there. You can see the muscle striations there, the delts and the biceps. And you could take that off. And there, now you really see her in her with her tattoos without her pauldron, like maybe she's at a bar. Seems like she'd be drinking the guys under the table or whatever. She's got this cute, cool utility belt that goes all the way around with different pouches, either ammo or gear or whatever. The armor is flexible, so it doesn't impede the range of motion. She can do the splits there as far as that's concerned. And then she's got the same rocket boots I think we've seen with other figures. I like these little touches of either rust or dirt on there because it makes it look like she's a real character who's been, you know, wandering around in the desert or whatever her field of battle might be. And then here's the armor. That's a two-tone thing. And these little subtle shades, right? The airbrushing there really, really looks cool. I like this little touch of the metallic ring. This is usually used for hologram projections that they can look at. She doesn't come with that accessory, but you could always use one of the other projected holograms and plug that in there. She also comes with these clear translucent plugs, so you can, you know, give her a sidearm, or other people have like wrist blasters that they attached other figures. This one does not, I think, because it comes with that magnificent heavy gun, and that's how most people are going to want to display her. They're not going to want to give her pea shooters when she's got the big cannon there that she's using. I love this metallic blue and this touch here, just really nicely coordinated and really, really cool. These are, I believe, the first time we've ever seen these pauldrons. Very cool, kind of reminiscent of traditional armor, but obviously with the high-tech look to them. So I think I personally will armor her up completely. See how easily these pauldrons plug in. The neck piece is also really cool. Well, let me take these off. The neck piece is really cool. Here, there's that metallic coil. And then I really love the design and everything about this figure. And I love how solid she is, how easily she stands, and the fact that, you know, we have someone that could stand eye to eye with a 1.0 sized figure, right? I'm already thinking of pop and swap possibilities for her. Even popping and swapping with her for mythics. So we have some peg holes also on the bottom. So, you know, if you have some jet blasts or whatever. I just got a text from Nate Barch. He's talking about buying his tickets to Legions Con. So that's cool. Hope you guys are excited for that. I can't wait. It's been doing that first week of November. I think this year it's November 11th, but a little later. But for the past, I don't know how many years. And me and Nate Barch, the artist for Cosmic Legions and Mythic Legions, always hang out there. You can see how easy it is to pop all these back on. So if you haven't gotten your hotel rooms, or you haven't gotten your tickets, your plane tickets out to New Jersey, You better do that soon. Nate and I usually meet in the middle, like at the Denver airport, because I'm coming from California and he's coming from Utah. And then we take the rest of the flight, the rest of the flight to New Jersey together. And so that's always a treat to get a chance to see him. All right, so let's go through what we get here. We get the two heads, one with the respirator, one without the respirator. I think I prefer the one without the respirator just because I like to see, you know, I like to see her alien face. And then we get the two pauldrons that come packed in separately. The backpack, you get two hands with this, and then the very, very cool heavy gun with that weapons belt. And she holds it like that. And then the clear translucent pegs that come with everyone so that you can use them to holster sidearms if need be. So anyway, that's a look at Vorgga. Hope you enjoyed the review. Is the Wiz signing out.